Welcome to Formula Offroad. We return to the action at the North European Championship, looking at tracks 4 to 6 here on day 1 of the 2-day event. That was held in Hønefoss in Norway. 30 cars, well over 30 cars entered to the championship this year. This 2-day event, essentially a world championship for Formula Offroad. In the first 3 tracks we saw plenty of action, plenty of rolls, plenty of drama, and some fantastic driving as well. Here's the standings after track number 3. Erik Nilsson leads with 990 points, Snorri Þór Árnason second, Ingvar Jóhannesson third, Þór Þormar Pálsson fourth, Guðmundur Eliasson fifth, and Geir Evert Grímsson sixth. The barbecue is never far away when the sun is out, and engine troubles are never far away when a Formula Offroad car is otherwise. We now are going to enjoy the action from track 4, a time attack. Here we have Grímur Helguson in the track. Now let's take a quick refresher on how the time attack rules work. For every gate you touch, you get 10 penalty points if you hit a marker. Now, the fastest time gets 350 points, and for every 10th a driver is slower than the fastest time, a point is deducted. So for each second you are slower, you get 10 points less. Now let's enjoy the action from the time attack. that concludes track number 4. The big news, Jonasdottir Árnason cutting the lead on Erik Nilsson. The gap only 9 points at the moment. Ingvar Jónsson up to 3rd, Þór Þormar 4th, Guðmundur Elíasson 5th, and Skúli Kristason climbing his way back up to the top 6. Now we move over to the 5th track of the day. First to tackle it, the leader, Erik Nilsson, needs a solid run here. This is Eva Stina. Is he gonna get stuck here? That would be so costly for Erik Nilsson. No, managed to get it through. Nicely done there. Had to do it. So far, so good. Now for the long push. Up the hill, through the banks. He does not want to be first, but he seems to get away with it nicely. But that's a roll. 350 without any penalties for Erik Nilsson. Looking at the track, I'd be expecting quite a lot of 350s here. Let's see what Geir Evert does. Going next up. Most tracks get easier as the cars go through, but sometimes they have these odd banks in them that can get harder. Let's see what Geir Evert does here. He flies all the way through the final gate. Simple enough. 350 for length. Guðmundur Elíasson. Does it slowly here, goes for it, and that's going to be 350 for length, and that seems to be the track for Erik Nilsson to start first. Getting 350 points starting first is huge for him, but this track seems to be simple enough. All cars should be able to make it on 350, but Ronnie Eriksson does not. Decides to take a very interesting line there through the first bank, and that's only 180 points and a roll. Here's Ingvar Jónsson, the Viking, going for it. Still don't understand what Ronnie was trying there. Looking at the line that Ingvar takes. Ingvar flies through his little final gate, getting harder. No. They don't really need to push through the final gate, so that's not even cutting up or getting dug. Here's Jonasdottir Árnason. He saw Erik do 350. He needs 350 here. Choir boy through the final gate. 350 for length. That brings the choir boy up to 1,600 points total. Now Þór Þormar. He was sitting 100 points behind Jonasdottir before this track, needs to get and go the full distance to keep up with Erik and Snorri. Easy does it for Thor. And that seems that everybody will simply get the full run of points here in the 5th track. Skúli Kristason, 350. Urs Halter here. The Swiss driver lost all the speed here in the final gate, and that is a car on its tummy. 210 points for Ugly Betty. Now, as most drivers got 350 points, the standings did not change. Erik Nilsson still leads Jonasdottir Árnason with 9 points. Ingvar Jónsson sitting 3rd with Þór Þormar in 4th. Now let's move over to the final track of the day. First up, Jarand Pettersen. This is Mad Max. He just stops. Tries to get it going again. That's a reversal, so that's 50 points for length, 40 penalty points, 10 points total. Next up, Ronnie Eriksson. Stop there, is there something wrong? No, gets it going again. Maybe just waiting for the dust to settle. Giving him some visibility before the big climb. There he goes for it. Needs to run this ridge here and then go over. Getting here to the top, it's so soft. And the final final push, but he doesn't quite make it there. There's a second gate there up top. That's only 240 points for length, 20 penalty points. Next up, Fredrik Dos Ronningen, a Norwegian driver. He's driving Bumblebee. Already seen a roll from him today. Takes a very different route, but instead has a much harder climb here. However, a simple bank here up top, and now for the final one. Go slowly into it. That's never going to work out. 240 for length, 20 penalty points, 220 points for Fredrik. Next up, Ingvar Johannesson driving the Viking. A strong point scoring here could actually put him into contention for the day. He wasn't sitting far behind Erik and Snorri. He decides to take the ridge but goes all the way down here. Now for a push. A lot of power in the Viking. Gets all the traction he needs there. Through the first one. Does he carry the speed for the second push? Decides to stop it and then just guns it. And that's a big, gets thrown up there. Where's the traction? Now reverses for a second line. Is he gonna do it this time? Yes, he does. 350 for length, 50 penalty points. So that's 40 for reversing and then 10 for touching the final marker. 300 points for Ingvar. That might do him good here. We need to see what Erik and Snorri do. Here's Oyvind Svensson though. This is Knerten. So far, no penalty points, but gets stuck there, but that's 230 points total. Just need a little bit more speed. Now, the man hunting for first place, sitting second currently, Snorri Thor Árnason, 9 points that he needs on Erik to take the lead on day number 1. Needs to go all the way here, and he does. 350 for length, 30 penalty points, that's 320 for Snorri. And now he just watches and waits how Erik does. Next up, Þormar Pálsson. Needs to go now for the final gate. He saw how Snorri does it. He takes the same route. Is he stuck there? Yes, he is. There were no penalty points so far. Reverses here. Goes for it. That's just the 40 penalty points for reversing. Next up, Thomas Lovskoen. This is the Dusty Chicken. Stops down there but gets it going again. For the final pushes. What is that? Is he stopped? He shouldn't be stopped there. That's 240 for length and then some penalty points as well. Now Skule Kristjánsson, all the speed here. Nicely done. Will he make the final climb? Yes, he does. 350 points for length, only 10 penalty points for Simba. Good ending to the day for Snorri. Now Urs Hatter, the Swiss driver, driving Ugly Betty. A lot of drivers slowing down here through this push. He's going to try a very different route to everybody else, but that's not the gate. So that's only 240 points for a length for Ugly Betty. Now Jørgen Herland, this is the cliffhanger. First back here. Goes off the throttle there in time, but does the same. I'm not exactly sure where the miscommunication is happening. That's only 240 points. Grímur Helguson. This is Brjála, the second. That's 350 points without any penalty points. Nicely done. Now Andri Már Sveinsson, the track seems to be getting a bit easier as the cars go by, and this is music to Erik Nilsson's ears. Andri Már Sveinsson, 350, no penalty points. Now Christian Jensen. Well, and not Christian Jensen anymore. And that's 150 points, 20 penalty points. And here we have Daniel Ingimundarson. Aggressive driving here from Danny. The Green Thunder going all the way, 350 points. It looks like it's becoming a highway, that final climb. Now Tobias Hakansson. This is the T-Rex. Must have missed a gate sometime early, because that's only 70 points for Tobias. Now, Erik Nilsson, by going all the way without penalty points, getting more than 320, he will secure the win on day number 1. It is a combined 2-day event though. Erik Nilsson here going for the final one, and the final push is just so easy. That's 350 points for Erik Nilsson, who will go into day 2 with a healthy 30-point lead. Now Gerivert Grimsson. The Sledgehammer makes easy work of this. 10 penalty points in the final gate, that's 340 points for Geir Evert. Here's Guðmundur Eliasson, 350 points for length, 20 penalty points, so 330 for Guðmundur Eliasson. Now let's look at the standings after day number 1. Erik Nilsson leads Snorri Þór Árnason with 39 points. Ingvar Jónesson sitting in a healthy 3rd with Þór Þormar Pálsson 4th, Guðmundur Eliasson 5th, and Skúli Kristjánsson in 6th. Next time around, we will be taking a look at day number 2 of the North European Championship here from Hönefoss.